Hi, everyone. My name is Daniel Olodare, and you're welcome to The Voice. Today, I just want to share with you something very important, something very powerful that I believe has, the ability to put us on the right track, and it's on the topic pattern, purpose, and people. Pattern, purpose, and people. Let me begin by saying that everything you call yours, your fears, your standards, the timeline you measure your life against, your definition of success, you picked it all up somewhere. Somebody handed it over to you, somebody mirrored it to you. It's really a function of the environment and the exposure you were born into. And you see, you must understand that for every one of us, we are first shaped by our environment before we are shaped by choices. Of course, we grew up to begin to make certain choices that now begin to determine the direction in which our lives will move. But before we begin to make that choices, our lives are first shaped by the environment that we grew up in. And that's why the beliefs that you fundamentally carry, the habits you repeat, the way you react when things go wrong, the way you live, the way you think, none of it started with you. It started with what you were exposed to. The house you grew up in, the community that raised you, the things that were normal around you. Long before you had to question them, those are the things that shaped, that's the word, that shaped your beliefs and your definitions. And you see, one thing you must understand is that this doesn't have to do with just beliefs. It's the same with timeline. It's the same with you having inherited a clock that by this age I should have done this, by this stage I should be here. And when you don't eat it, you feel like you have lost or you're failing. But the truth sometimes is that you're just working a part and nobody in your immediate environment is worked. So what you lack is a visible template of what your journey looks like. And that's why I always say that, you see, the worst thing that your environment can do to you is to put you in a place where it causes you not to ask questions about the beliefs you inherited, questions about the templates that you inherited, questions about the patterns that you inherited. If it can get you in that place where you don't ask questions, it can determine the quality of your life. And that's why I always say about this podcast that one of the things it will do is to push you to ask questions. I believe strongly, that the quality of our lives is largely dependent and determined by the quality of the questions we ask. And your environment will do everything possible to make sure you don't ask questions about the things you inherited, about the patterns you were born into. It will do everything to ensure that you don't ask these questions. And that's why you have this podcast. And if you'd allow me, I think I should also add that if you haven't watched the episode where I talked about today is all you will ever have, I think you should go watch it. I talked there about how the vision, your purpose, everything you want to do has a time band around it. But I've talked about pattern now, the fact that there is, first of all, you need to understand that there is a pattern that you met on ground, and whether you like it or not, a bit of it has been wired into your existence, whether you like it or not. Even before you start to make choices about which of them you need to drop, you need to understand that it's real, it's there. You don't assume that you haven't learned it or you don't believe in it. You don't assume that. Now, purpose. That's pattern. Now, purpose. Purpose, for me, if you'd ask me, I would say that, you see, I know there are a lot of definitions about purpose. It's one of the commonest themes for conferences around the world. But if you'd really ask me, and I want to just be very simple and plain about it, I'm going to say that purpose is the reason why we have life in the first place. It's the reason why we live. I like to think of it this way, that God is an investor, all right? And he gave you and I this life as an investment. This life we have is an investment. And his hope is that your life and my life will and should reap dividends. That is, by giving you that life, that vision, that idea, is able to bring more people into the reality of what he wants them to live like. That's what I think purpose is. Now you need to understand that as beautiful as purpose may sound, as beautiful as fulfilling purpose may sound, your society, the pattern that you inherited can put a cap, can put a limitation on your purpose. And sometimes these limitations does not look like limitation. It feels like comfort. It feels like, oh, come on, you're just being realistic. It feels like, well, it's safe to stay small. It feels like, well, it feels sensible. You don't feel like you're doing too much. You just feel like you're doing enough. Remember, I said that this is possible because there is no visible template for the journey you're on. So you want to measure your journey by the visible template. You think that, oh, come on, this person didn't even do this. I've done a little bit of this. I think I've done enough. That is your society putting a limitation on your purpose, on the things that you can achieve. And you don't fulfill purpose by inspiration. You need to understand that if you are even going to fulfill that purpose, you first of all need to correct certain patterns, and you need to construct certain patterns by which you live your life by. Because it's patterns that determine the habits that you repeat consistently. It is these habits that actually allows for your purpose to not just be what is written on paper. It is what translates it into reality. We're still together. Now I've talked about pattern, I've talked about purpose. People, you see, you must understand, interestingly, that your purpose, my purpose was never designed to be about you, about me alone. All right? Like I said earlier, for me, I think it's an investment, and I believe strongly it's an investment. But here's the part that will test you. Sometimes the very people that your purpose is meant to help are the ones that will fight it first. The very people for which you were given that purpose, the very people that God had a hope that when you let your light shine, you can bring them into that same light. They are the first to fight it. You will need a lot of emotional intelligence to understand this. The fight is often not out of malice. You need to understand this, that when people fight something that you're trying to do, something that you believe can help them, that you're trying to do, you must understand that many times it's just out of misunderstanding. People naturally fight and resist what they don't understand. Just like you and I do. We do very commonly. We approach certain things and we say, oh, I don't like this thing. I like to say that for anything and everything that you say you don't like, the problem is not actually the liking. The problem is understanding. You don't like it because you don't understand it. If you understand it, you will like it. The fact that somebody is doing it means he understands it. He likes it because he understands it. Likeness is relative. As long as there is somebody that likes it, it means that liking that thing is relative. Anybody can like it. You don't like a subject, you simply don't understand it. That's why you don't like it. You don't like a particular set of people the way they do, maybe a particular culture. Whether or not you think is good or bad, that is relative. To them, it's good. To you, you think it's bad. But you think it's bad and you don't like it because you don't understand it. If you have the same kind of understanding they have, you'd probably like it too. So, what am I saying? People will fight what they don't understand. So many people will attack what you're building. So many people would threaten what you're building. So many people, and sometimes you need to understand that Some people fight this because they actually love you and are scared for you. They are afraid for you. They are afraid you will get hurt, afraid you will not make it, afraid that you're wasting time. You're the one who will need enough conviction for your vision. Enough conviction. Pattern, purpose, and people. You need to understand that there are patterns that you need to correct and rewrite. You need to understand that there are certain patterns that, because they are connected to your purpose, they can put a limit on how far you can go. You need to understand that your purpose, at the basic level, is to help you help somebody. And then you should understand that even the person you're trying to help sometimes will fight the solution you're offering. See, everything I've said today is important, but it's not as important as you actually sitting down and meditating on it. Remember, sit down. Don't just live through inherited patterns. Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. All right? I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to see you on Wednesday again.